What's up, Stage Nation, and welcome back to our channel. For today's video, you guys will be reacting to how the universe is way bigger than you think. Dun dun dun! So honestly, I don't know how big the universe is. She don't know. Everybody don't know. Everybody mama don't know. So I'm ready for this video. How about you?
I am definitely ready. I want to get to learn what's really going on with our world, our universe, what's really out there that we don't know. Just like with our ocean one. How do we know what's really down in the ocean? If you guys have not watched that video, you know what to do.
You know what you gotta do. Go ahead. It's right there. It's right there at the top. Go ahead.
Click
on
how
that
deep the ocean can be video.
Yep. All right. So you got anything else to say?
Other than that, I'm really ready. Let's get to learn something today.
All right.
Get to learn. So let's get to it.
I forgot the dang headphones. Let me go get them real quick, y'all.
All right, you guys. We have our headphones. We're about to get straight into this video. So let's get started.
All right, y'all. Let me put this on the big screen. All right. Oh.
This happens in every video, y'all. Okay, there you go.
All right, we about to start this video in 3, 2, 1.
This is a real-life lore video made possible by Squarespace. Make your next move with a beautiful website from Squarespace. This is Earth. You live here on this planet somewhere, and everything that you've ever known is located right here. But just how small exactly is Earth when compared to the scale of the entire universe? Let's start by zooming out to where we can see our nearest cosmic neighbor, the Moon. You may think that the Moon is very close to Earth since it dominates our night skies, but in reality the Moon isn't this close to our planet, it's actually about this far away. 384,400 kilometers away from you right now on average.
I didn't know the exact
count. 30 entire Earths in between this distance, and if you somehow were able to drive a car at a constant 100 kilometers per hour speed, it would take you about 160 days to drive the entire distance. Despite this incredible distance, however, 12 humans have actually set foot here, representing the furthest away that any individual human has ever been away from the Earth, and one of humanity's greatest achievements.
I've always wanted to go
would look like
on
from
Earth.
there if you were standing there with them. And if you wanted to communicate with somebody back at home, it would take a message about 2.5 seconds to travel between you and them, since that's how fast the speed of light can travel at. This is a photo that was taken on Mars, and that tiny dot that you see there is Earth as seen from the Martian surface. On average, Mars is an incredible 225 million kilometers away from Earth, but that distance can be as high as 401 million kilometers. That means that whenever humanity finally gets around to landing a human on the planet, that person will be 986 times further away from Earth than the astronauts who landed on the Moon were. In addition, the time delay for sending a message from Mars back to Earth isn't just 2.5 seconds, it's actually more like 20 minutes each direction, which would render instant communication in the event of an emergency impossible. When we zoom out even further away, we can find the Voyager 1 space probe, which is the furthest away man-made object from Earth. It is currently located 138 AUs from the Earth. AU meaning astronomical unit, which is the distance between the Earth and the Sun, which means that Voyager 1 is 138 times further away from us than the Sun is. At some point on its long voyage, Voyager 1 turned its camera around and took this photograph. It may not look like much at first, but in my opinion, this is the greatest single photograph ever taken in all of human history. This tiny, pale blue dot is Earth, and I don't think that anybody has ever said something as amazing about this as Carl Sagan when he said, "If you look at it, you see a dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who ever lived out their lives. The aggregate of all our joys and sufferings. Thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines. Every hunter and every forager.
Alright,
every
let's pause this real
hero
quick, y'all.
Yeah, we got some things to say.
Alright, so, lately everybody been knowing about Mars. It's like life on Mars, right?
Right.
And I just heard, I don't know if you just seen it on Facebook or anybody else, but they found water on the moon. That's what I think I saw, water on the moon.
Oh, I did see that. Yes, I think you shared it, and I seen it off you. Yeah, they did find water on the moon, so that means that there can be probably life there, right?
Yeah, I believe so. It could be a possibility.
And I always think what if there's, me and Ontario always talk about these guys, we have little conspiracy theories that we talk about, what if out there there's a planet that is just aliens It's like aliens live their lives like us humans. Like, what if they have like their own place? Like, they just have like their own families. Like, what if it's like human form ways, but in alien form ways? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, that is really deep thought. Like, I always think about those things. And what if there's like other planets that have other different forms of like creatures or forms of like people, but they're not people, humans. Does that make sense?
It makes total sense to me, yeah.
Yeah.
About.
But like, that's kind of creepy. Like, how many more planets is out there? Like, how many more planets that we haven't discovered? How many more like things that we don't know?
Right.
Like, you know, like all we know is Earth, like it said in this video.
Yeah.
Anything you gotta say about that?
Saturn, all that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anything you gotta say?
No. If you guys, what you guys think about y'all little theories? Just, you know, comment down below. Let us know. We can have that little conversation with you guys. All right, let's start this video back up right now.
Coward, every creator and destroyer of civilizations, every king and every peasant, every young couple in love, every hopeful child, every mother and every father, every inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every
sound like an inspirational video.
every saint and
For
sinner
real.
in the history of our species
Trying to state some
lived
facts.
there, on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. Voyager 1 is currently traveling at 17 kilometers every single second, but even at that speed, it won't break out of the reach of our solar system for another 30,000 years. Once we go beyond the solar system, we arrive in our interstellar neighborhood. Here we shift to the light year unit of measurement, which is the distance that light travels in a full Earth year, or about 9.461 trillion kilometers. The star Proxima Centauri here is the closest other star to us other than our sun, but it's still 4.24 light years away from us. To put that into perspective, if it was heading in the right direction, it would still take Voyager 1 over 70,000 years to reach it. In other words, if you drove your car at 100 kilometers an hour like in our previous example to the moon, it would take over 6 times longer than the entire age of the universe is just to finally get there, and it wouldn't even exist still when you arrived. When we zoom out even further, we can see the entire Milky Way galaxy, inside of which Earth is located right here. This yellow dot is the furthest extent of humanity's radio broadcasts throughout history, which means that any possible aliens who live outside of this range are totally unaware of humanity's presence. It's complete silence outside of this
Okay,
range,
let's pause that real
as
quick.
we-
Let's pause that. Okay. Now, what you got to say about that?
That's exactly what I was just talking about before we started this video. Like, pretty much aliens know us humans. Of course they do.
They have to.
They have to know who we are. They have to be like, you know how you guys, there's been like theories about spaceships landing here. Like, they know who we are. They're probably trying to figure out how we came here and how things work. But if you think about it, and I've heard aliens are smart. You know, and what other creature out there is smart, can outsmart humans? There is a lot of things that we don't think about. That's very crazy what we just heard. Like, we're inside the Milky Way.
Yeah, we
pretty
are.
much. I did not freaking know that.
Okay, now let me put out one thing. What if, you guys see on that screen, I know you guys, you know, okay, so on the screen right here, right? What would happen if you travel outside of that Milky Way?
Yes.
Literally. What if that person, like, they made it out the Milky Way? What would happen?
Like, will we go in the black hole?
Like, no, there's a black hole around here somewhere.
Yeah.
It's got to be around here somewhere.
But what is this dark thing?
Yeah, what if you go out of there?
Right.
Like,
is it in another dimension?
Like, I don't know. I wonder if you made a video about that. What would happen? Or what if we watch one of those videos? What if you travel outside? I wonder if you got one of those videos.
That would be very interesting. We will be happy to react to that. But you're right. What is out there?
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's just crazy to think. You gotta really sit back and be like, whoa, that shit just hit me.
Right.
Anyways, you ready to start this video?
Alright, let's start back up, y'all.
We're currently aware, but the entire galaxy spans over 100,000 light years from end to end. There are over 100 billion stars and over 100 billion planets inside of our galaxy. But you have never seen the full glory of the galaxy at night, because 99% of the stars that you can see with the naked eye are limited to this small, tiny region right here. But
which is
even this
Earth.
massive galaxy is nothing compared to the rest of what's out there. Zooming out even further and we arrive at the local group of galaxies, a collection of 54 different galaxies that is about 10 million light years across. But zooming out even further and we can see the Virgo supercluster, of which the local group here is just a tiny segment of. There are at least 100 other groups of galaxies just like our own local group inside of here, and the distance from one side to the other is a mind-numbing 110 million light years. But even the massive Virgo supercluster is nothing but a quiet and tiny lobe of the Great Laniakea supercluster, an enormous structure that is home to our galaxy as well as 100,000 other galaxies. The distance from one side to the other is 520 million light years, but from even there we can zoom out all the way to the entire observable universe and see that even the titanic Laniakea supercluster is just a tiny and insignificant part of everything. This is the observable universe, and it contains everything that we know of. It is home to at least 2 trillion different and individual galaxies, which together contain more stars than there are grains of sand on the entire Earth. The distance from Earth to any side of the observable universe is 46.5 billion light years, which means that the entire width is 93 billion light years across. What's perhaps even more interesting, however, is what actually lies beyond the observable universe. Keep in mind that the observable universe is all that we can currently see, and it's entirely possible that the rest of the universe outside of it is vastly larger and more fantastic than we can possibly ever imagine. We simply don't know what else is out there, because the light from these incredibly distant places has not yet had enough time in the universe's history to reach us yet back on Earth. And the light from some places may never reach us at all. Because some parts of space very far away from Earth are expanding away from us faster than the speed of light, that means that the light from these places will never, in an infinite amount of time, reach Earth. Meaning that even if humanity is eternal and exists forever, there will still be an unknown number of places in the universe that we will never know about or ever see. So, it is very likely that as unbelievably enormous as it seems, the observable universe is just a tiny slice of what we can currently see of the entire universe. According to the theory of cosmic inflation that was proposed by Dr. Alan Guth, if it is assumed that cosmic inflation began at 10 to the negative 37th of a second after the Big Bang, and with the assumption that the size of the universe before inflation began was equal to its age times the speed of light, then this would seem to suggest that at the present day, the entire universe is 150 sextillion times larger than the observable universe.
I didn't even know there was a word like that!
That number for reference looks like this, with this many zeros. Let this number sink in for just a moment. This would be similar to you thinking that the entire observable universe, everything that you could see, was the size of a light bulb, but then realizing that in reality the entire universe is larger than the former planet of Pluto. Imagine a light bulb in the center of Pluto, but we inside the light bulb were totally unaware that Pluto existed outside of it, and that's a similar situation to this. We are all so unbelievably small, but you shouldn't worry, because all that means is that there is so much left out there for us to discover together. This video was made possible by Squarespace. If you're wanting to create a new website for your next project, Squarespace is the absolute easiest way of doing it. I've used them before for several different projects, and what I think is best about them is that you don't need any programming skills in order to make a beautiful website. It's incredibly easy.
Alright, let's, oh man.
That is a lot to take in, y'all. Like, sit back and let it all get in your head right now.
What the hell? That's crazy.
Like, my mind is kind of spinning, trying to absorb all them facts.
What the? That's crazy, yo.
And like the guy that, and like people say, that's all we just know. What is outside that, the universe, the last one that had all of those in there? What is the last of that? Like, what else is there out there from that? And that already seems like a lot of stuff in there that we don't know of yet. So of course, if there was any other creature out here in the universe that we don't know about, I wouldn't even be surprised, because God knows what is out here. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
And I think it's just so sad how people nowadays, we are not going to judge anyone's beliefs, but I just feel like it's kind of hard to not just think of it and just put your mind into it. How the fact that people to this day don't believe in aliens, like they believe that like we're the only thing that was created in this universe, us humans. But like they think that we're the only thing that was created in this earth. Like, why do people think that?
I really don't know. People just don't tend to like just say, I don't care, I don't believe that. Like that's not real to me. That we don't like people just do anything to make people believe on the internet, you know?
Yeah.
But no, there's something out there. It's something. Because one thing for sure, I feel like it'll be harder for them to travel out there is because they don't know what kind of danger they're going to get into. Yeah, so like we don't know because like, you know, they travel throughout, you know, the universe and stuff like that. If they like, you know, just like, you know, the moon or the Mars,
like the regular
planets. But if they travel out, God knows what they'll run into. They could run into a meteor field full of meteors, or they could run into like a black hole. Yes. And there's no way in hell
you'll survive a
black hole. You can't escape that. That boy will suck you right in and you're good as dead, just like that.
I think my biggest, like one of the things that I'm really afraid of is black holes.
But they're not going to step foot where we're at, so yeah.
And also like a meteor. I don't know if you guys seen recently in 2020 they were saying that there was going to be a meteor coming to Earth that is starting to get closer and closer, but it never gets here, and I hope and pray to God that it doesn't, because I'm not trying to die yet.
You know how many times they said a meteor and it always misses?
Yeah, and they like how in 2012 they said that the Earth was going to end, the world was going to end.
Yeah, people said, man, you know, the meteor going to hit probably in 2038. They keep on playing. They were just jumping around and shit.
At this point,
I always seen that article. I understand it.
At this point, like, there's been so many theories that the world was going to end and like a meteor was going to hit Earth, or in any other form that this world was going to just be gone, but it never comes to it, which I hope it doesn't though. Yeah. But anyways, you guys, I hope you guys like this video. I hope that you guys get to learn some good things that we learned today, some facts, and it just pretty much tell us everything that we need to know, that we can know for now. But like, it was a very interesting video. I love these type of videos. I love to learn things as much as we love to learn things with you guys. So what you think?
I learned a lot on this video.
Yeah.
We're going to have to react to more of these. If you guys got any videos that we can react to, let us know. Comment down below. If you guys want to follow our social media, just look at the description box. And follow us on TikTok, because we made some TikTok videos. Yes. Don&Aileen, you'll see it.
Right.
But yeah.
One thing that I wanted to say before we close this video is, why did they show these in school?
Like high school?
Yes.
I don't know.
These will literally save up the teacher's time.
Man, I'll be going to science class, or we learning a lot of stuff about like, the universe and stuff.
Like, why didn't they just be like, hey y'all, let's show y'all a good video and write some notes down. This is like super, it's like literally a 10-minute video, and it showed us everything that we need to know.
You know what's crazy? They show Mr. Van Tally. You know who he is?
I've heard about. Just so liked him a lot.
Yeah, I like him too. He showed us a video about how big the planets are from each size. Like Earth, like Venus, Saturn, like, dude, they show us like every...
It's like super mind-blowing.
Yeah, like, we should react to that so I can show you. I've never seen it, but I'll show you that one day.
Alright.
But alright, yeah.
Well, we hope you guys like this video. We're going to go ahead and close off this video on a good little learning process we just had. We hope you guys like this video. Without further ado, please make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see y'all in our next video. Peace out.
Juicy.